player safety. Those temperatures with the wind chill expected to go well below 0 in just a couple hours. That's the main reason for it. So we get set for the opening draw. Matthew Fritz for the Terriers going up against Sachs, two guys that were the primary face-off men for both squads a year ago. One back by Sachs toward the Brown defense, able to track it down himself, scoops it up for a moment, but that quick pressure from the Terriers creates a turnover to start. Fritz comes away with it. Now another one. Sachs knocks it down. Chaos from the start between two New England rivals, Brown and BU. Out of bounds along that far sideline, and you can see the Bears sideline hyped up about it. It's on another level. I mean, you see the breakout game against Monmouth, and he doesn't waste any time picking up where he lets off, pulling the trigger. But give some credit to Jimmy O'Connell as well, somebody that Coach Poley said is really the quarterback of the offense. You saw it there. Brown trying to go quickly
with the stick and shots above the waist. He decides to go low. Times that bounce perfectly and gets the Terriers' second of the day.
Fritz and Sachs back out to it, and Sachs has the better of it this time around. Drexel transfer, spent his freshman year with the Dragons and then comes over to Brown as a sophomore a season ago. Immediate impact with them. Starter from the jump, now in year 2, finds the back of the net and breaks the trend that has been plaguing the Bears through their opening scrimmages in the first part of this season. Been going down early, dangerous pass with Barnes out of the net. Terriers able to keep it going, but they've been trailing to start. Now Brown with a 10-man ride. BU tries to laser at the distance, and it's picked off along the way.
Their own ride and pressure against BU to give them a taste of their own medicine, and they're right back in this game.
Yeah, we saw the Bears break out their own 10-man at one point back in the first quarter. And even given that goal up, Coach Poley kind of talking to him about the process that they go through to get everybody to buy into this 10-man that they run, told us that it's not until you start getting to the 3+ goal allowance, and especially the way they came out in that first quarter today, that's what they need to get back to.
Yeah, and I see what Coach Poley's talking about. I think that there were some possessions and some chances that Brown was just rushing their shots a little bit, maybe just trying to throw it in as opposed to making that extra pass or trying to find that open lane for a higher quality chance. But BU, I think if they continue to put the pressure on fully, they will find the back of the net a little more successfully than in the first 2 quarters.
Face-off violation to get us going.
His fellow freshman classmate who was able to create that space for Morris.
Sunk down in towards the crease, pulled the defense with him, did Pape, opened up that lane over the top. Morris takes advantage. BU goes back in front. And this first group now from the midfield will go back out. But so good for Ben Morris to get that tally
since it was 3-1.
That opener against Siena, Coach Poley talked about the defense keeping them in it for a long time until the offense was able to find their rhythm, and that was the key to victory. Today, the offense comes out, gets them started early, but then the defense called upon as Brown makes a run to do the same thing, and here we are. Held them in it, held that lead for as long as they could. The offense able to respond once Brown ties it up. 2-goal lead. Pull! Goal, no. Almost had it. What a Coach Torpy and company trying to find the answer as a face-off violation won't help but give it back to BU. But year 1 for Torpy will be real.
Team that was 3-11 last year, but that record's a little bit misleading. They had 5 1-goal games. Both of their wins last year were by 1 goal to UMass and then to number 13 Princeton. Then they lost in overtime to Providence. They lost in overtime to number 7 Maryland and to Harvard as well. So would love to get more than
crafty move. Bit of a Canadian.
And he goes to that strong hand and blasts it over Luke Davis and past Will Barnes.
Crafty move. Bit of a Canadian approach. Never really switched hands. Kept it in his right the whole way. Matt Freeman, such a physical defender. used it against him there. Got right inside on his tight hands, and the second Freeman extended, rolled back down the alley, gets that one to go. And Wertheim has Brown back within 2. The captain of this team. The glue guy, the quarterback, getting it done on the crease. Finally getting his chance after being kind of on the outside looking in the last few years, and what a job he's done the first few games of this season. His 5th goal of the campaign already. Lead back to 3 for the Terriers.
His first goal of the year in highlight reel fashion. And you could just see the offensive skill for 43 and Brown.
All right, David, you mentioned earlier about Coach really wanting him to be a connect-the-dots guy, find a way to get some more hockey assists because of the attention, I should say, that he's been getting from opposing defenses, finding ways to get your teammates excited about the success that they're having, even if you're not able to find a way to score. And he's been doing that in more of the early parts here, but finally sees a lane. The defense falls to sleep for just a minute, and he'll make you pay in those circumstances. 34 goals a year ago. Finally has his first of 2025. Open the floodgates, and all of a sudden McLean will come through. Beware. And Coach Torpy and company have moved him down at attack. They don't want their key goal scorer coming off the field on any offensive possessions. They go right to him here. Terrific work from Charlie Cave on the wing, coming in to scoop up possession. Iron out some more things here in the early going before Patriot League play starts. That's where they have their sights set on. It's been a bit of a thorn in their side the last couple years. They lost in the Patriot League final to Lehigh after a remarkable run through the tournament last year. Lost in the as the primary starter from this spot for the Bears. 5 for 12 against Fairfield. None bigger than this one right here. BU double polling the wing. They have Varner in on the near side. Murphy and Sachs. Sachs wings it forward. Scoops it up. Possession here for Brown. They go with McLean, and a quick timeout along the sidelines as he was being pushed out just below the restraining line, and with 17
time to get a shot here.
We'll get another look at the draw. Sachs won the clamp. Immediately goes down, rakes it out, and McLean came screaming up from below the restraining line the second that possession was won, calling for the ball.